On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Convict.
To prove or declare someone to be guilty of a crime. Noun, a person serving a sentence in a jail or prison.
Examples:
Convict him of manslaughter. Convict in a jail. He was convicted on fraud charges and sentenced to 5 years in prison.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Steady.
Firmly fixed, supported, or balanced, not shaking or moving.
Examples:
Steady increase. Take a steady job. The patient's vital signs are steady, indicating a stable condition.
Jail.
A facility where criminals are kept to be punished for their crimes, a prison.
Examples:
County jail. Be in jail. The police escorted the prisoner to the jail.
Bail.
The temporary release of an accused person awaiting trial in exchange for a monetary deposit to ensure their appearance in court.
Examples:
Accept bail. He was released on bail. The judge set bail at $20,000.
Intention.
Something you want to do and are going to do.
Examples:
Intention behind his decision. Clear intention. Our CEO's intentions are always transparent and straightforward.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Variation.
The act or state of changing, a difference or change in the way something is done, made, or said.
Examples:
Variation of temperature. Gene variation. There is a lot of variation in the colors of flowers in the garden.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples:
Rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.
Primarily.
Mainly.
Examples:
Intended primarily for young people. Primarily affect adults. All peaceful cooperation is based primarily on mutual trust.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Accuse.
To charge or criticize someone with a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples:
Accuse his rudeness. Accuse each other. The witness accused the defendant of committing the robbery.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
Judge a competition. An associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.
Fee.
A sum of money charged for a particular service.
Examples:
Fee calculation. Service fee. The lawyer's fee for the case was $10,000.
Verdict.
An official opinion or decision made in a civil or criminal case or an inquest equals an inquiry into the cause of an unexpected death. The findings of a jury on issues of fact submitted to it for decision.
Examples:
The popular verdict. Jury verdict. The Court of Appeals upheld the verdict.
Guilty.
Feeling responsible for or having done something wrong or criminal.
Examples:
Feel a bit guilty. Guilty verdict. After much contemplation, the suspect decided to plead guilty to the theft charge.
Innocent.
Not guilty of a crime, offense, etc., not having an evil mind or knowledge.
Examples:
An innocent child. Thousands of innocent people. My husband was found innocent of any crime.
Presume.
To suppose or assume something to be true, often without sufficient evidence or proof, to take liberties, behave impolitely, or overstep one's bounds, often due to arrogance or ignorance.
Examples:
Presume innocence. Presume on his tolerance. I presume you've already made plans for the weekend since you didn't respond to my invitation.
Imprison.
To confine a person to a prison, a detention facility, or a place of involuntary confinement.
Examples:
Imprison a legal immigrant. Imprison myself within the room. He was imprisoned for embezzlement.
Honor.
High regard or great respect for someone. The quality of having and doing based on a keen sense of morality. Verb, to show respect towards someone.
Examples:
Womanly honor. Honor our ancestors. I claim on my honor that it is true.
Presumption.
An idea or belief taken to be true without proof or confirmation, an assumption or hypothesis based on incomplete evidence or understanding, a forward or audacious attitude or behavior that assumes too much authority or familiarity.
Examples:
Presumption against forfeiture. Presumption of guilt. It is a common presumption that doctors know best, but patients should always ask questions and be informed about their healthcare decisions.
Subvert.
To undermine, overthrow, or weaken the established order, system, or authority. To bring about fundamental change or revolution from within.
Examples:
Subvert power. Subvert expectations. The rebels could subvert the government's plans by leaking classified information.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Affordable.
Not expensive and able to pay.
Examples:
Affordable housing. Affordable solution. The automaker has been providing affordable car financing options since last year.
Likelihood.
The probability or chance that something will happen or be the case.
Examples:
Likelihood of the success. Improve the likelihood of a cure. The likelihood of the project being completed on time is uncertain.
Guilt.
The fact of having committed something illegal, the negative feelings caused by believing or knowing that you have done something wrong.
Examples:
Criminal guilt. Feeling of guilt. Shame and guilt have significant social influences.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Deny.
To state that one refuses to admit the existence or truth of something.
Examples:
Adamantly deny killing. Deny the allegations. He is still denying stealing the money from the cash register.
Scrutiny.
Careful and detailed examination.
Examples:
Additional scrutiny. Public scrutiny. All products produced by our factory undergo rigorous scrutiny.
Pre-trial.
Referring to a period before a criminal trial, usually used for legal proceedings or investigations that take place during this time.
Examples:
Pretrial conference, pretrial detention. The pretrial hearings will begin next week to determine if there is enough evidence to go to trial.
Discretion.
The quality of behaving with caution and good judgment, the ability to keep confidential information confidential, freedom to make responsible decisions based on one's judgment.
Examples:
Dietary discretion, maintain discretion. It's important to use discretion when sharing sensitive information.
Prejudice.
A thought or feeling that is unfair and makes no sense, mainly when it is formed without enough thought or knowledge.
Examples:
Deep-rooted prejudice, color prejudice. This community is free of social prejudice.
Detain.
To keep someone in official custody, to prevent them from leaving.
Examples:
Detain a terrorist, detain for investigation. The police detained the suspect for questioning.
Defendant.
A person or party who is accused of a crime or who is being sued in a court of law.
Examples:
Defendant in court. The defendant's testimony. The defendant's lawyer argued that his client was not responsible for the crime.
Commerce.
The activity of buying and selling things, especially on a large scale.
Examples:
Interstate commerce. The local chamber of commerce. This company has invested heavily in internet commerce.
Bond.
A close emotional connection between two or more people, a certificate of debt that a government or corporation issues to raise money.
Examples:
Bond as a family. Global bond market. They had formed a friendship bond.
Exchange.
To give something and receive something else in return, often with the implication that the items being traded are of equal or comparable value. Noun, the act of giving or taking something in return for something else, a place or system where goods or services can be bought, sold, or traded.
Examples:
Exchange rate. Exchange a few friendly words. My sister and I frequently exchange books as we love reading.
Hefty.
Large, bulky, and heavy, impressively large, substantial, or powerful, large in amount, extent, or significance.
Examples:
Hefty price. Hefty breakfast. The hefty box of books was too heavy to lift on my own.
Median.
The value separating the higher half from the lower half of a set of values arranged in order of size.
Examples:
median age at diagnosis. A median strip. Median annual income fell last year in this country.
Prohibitively.
In a manner that discourages or prevents something from happening or being done, especially by making it too expensive.
Examples:
prohibitively long time. Prohibitively difficult. The cost of the project was prohibitively high for the company to consider.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Profit.
Money that is earned in business or by selling things after deducting the costs involved.
Examples:
gross profit. Make a profit. This business yields little profit.
Detention.
The act of holding someone in custody, especially as a punishment for a crime they are suspected of having committed.
Examples:
detention center. Immigration detention. The government is criticized for the prolonged detention of political activists without trial.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Resolve.
To find a suitable answer to the problems or difficulty.
Examples:
resolve a dispute. Resolve the computer error. This company resolves its battery problem completely.
Injustice.
A violation of the rights of others or the laws of a society.
Examples:
gross injustice. Injustice system. The injustice of the court's decision angered many people and led to protests.
Disproportionately.
In a way that is not reasonably or appropriately balanced, equal, or distributed, in a manner that is unequal or excessive about something else.
Examples:
disproportionately affected. Disproportionately high. The rich can often disproportionately benefit from tax breaks and other advantages.
Offense.
An illegal act, a feeling of anger caused by a perceived insult to or disregard for oneself, the action of attacking an enemy.
Examples:
minor traffic offenses. A first offense. Parental indifference to their children leads to juvenile offenses.
Plead.
To make a serious and urgent request or appeal, especially for help or mercy.
Examples:
Plead for mercy. Plead a political cause. He pleaded with the authorities to release his son, who had been wrongly accused.
Commit.
To do something illegal or wrong.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Commit mistakes. The military has committed an abuse of human rights.
Prosecution.
The act of bringing legal charges against someone for a crime they are accused of committing. The legal team responsible for presenting the case against the defendant in a criminal trial.
Examples:
Criminal prosecution. Wrongful prosecution. The judge denied the motion to dismiss the prosecution's case.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Criminal.
A person who has committed a crime.
Examples:
Wanted criminal. Criminal investigation. The police are searching for the criminal who stole the jewels.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Indefinitely.
Without any fixed or definite limit, for an unknown or unspecified period of time.
Examples:
Postpone a meeting indefinitely. Indefinitely suspended. The construction project has been delayed indefinitely due to the pandemic.
Guarantee.
To promise something will happen formally, especially that certain conditions about a product, service, or transaction would be met.
Examples:
Guarantee a high quality. Guarantee women equality. We cannot guarantee enough raw material sources.
Largely.
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples:
Largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Abolish.
To do away with completely, to put an end to.
Examples:
Abolish slavery. Abolish censorship. The government voted to abolish the outdated law.
Non-profit.
Not established for commercial profit.
Examples:
A non-profit organization. Non-profit agency. Our law firm also focuses on non-profit activities.
Incentive.
Something, such as a punishment, reward, etc., that encourages a person to do something.
Examples:
Financial incentives. An incentive to work hard. They have no incentive to win the game.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Rearrest.
To arrest someone again, typically for another crime or violation of the law, after a previous arrest or release from custody.
Examples:
Rearrest an escaped prisoner. Rearrest the repeat offender. The suspect was rearrested after violating the terms of their probation.
Reoffend.
To commit another crime or violation of the law after having been punished or rehabilitated for a previous offense.
Examples:
Reoffend within a year. Reoffend risk. It is disheartening to see individuals repeatedly reoffend despite receiving multiple chances for rehabilitation.
Damage.
To harm or cause injury to something or someone, often resulting in decreased value or functionality, to impair or negatively affect something, such as a reputation or relationship. Noun, harm or injury that is caused to a person, thing, or entity.
Examples:
Damage a relationship. Damage assessment. During the surgery, the doctor had to be extremely cautious not to damage a blood vessel.
Incarcerate.
To put or keep somebody in prison or in a place from which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Incarcerate the murderer. Incarcerate her for life. He was incarcerated for the duration of the war.
Extend.
To broaden in scope, range, or area.
Examples:
Extend the warranty. Extend a line. Her visit will extend from Monday to Friday.
Livelihood.
A means of earning money people need to pay for food, a place to live, clothing, etc.
Examples:
A means of livelihood. Livelihood assistance. I could no longer earn my own livelihood.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples:
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Taxpayer.
A person who pays taxes to the government.
Examples:
Taxpayer money. Delinquent taxpayer. As a taxpayer, he felt his money was wasted on unnecessary government projects.
Undermine.
To make someone or something less powerful, less effective, weaker gradually, to make someone's fame, competence, or authority less effective or weaker gradually.
Examples:
Undermine a good relationship. Undermine their adversary's reputation. They tried to undermine her position by slandering her.
Regardless.
Not paying attention or considering something or someone even if the situation is bad or there are difficulties.
Examples:
Regardless of the difficulties. Regardless tread. People can pick out superior products regardless of the quality of the advertising.
Wealth.
A large amount of money, property, or other things that someone or an organization owns.
Examples:
Majority of his wealth. Material wealth. The wealth inequality was unavoidable.
Surrounding.
That is near or around, or closely encircling something.
Examples:
Surrounding areas. A fence surrounding a castle. The surrounding mountains make the city difficult to be invaded.
Symptom.
Any sensation or change in body or mind that is experienced by a patient and is associated with a particular disease.
Examples:
Symptoms of low testosterone. Neurotic symptoms. The patient displays a symptom of a side effect.
Societal.
Relating to society or social relationships.
Examples:
Societal norms. Societal expectations. The societal pressure to conform is strong in this community.
Structural.
Associated with the way on construction or organization of anything.
Examples:
Structural analyses. Structural reorganization. The earthquake resulted in significant structural destruction.
Racism.
Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people based on their membership in a particular ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized.
Examples:
Systemic racism. Research on anti-racism. The school's lack of diversity was a clear indication of the racism present in the community.
Reliance.
The state of depending on or needing something or someone.
Examples:
Reliance on social media. Self-reliance and solidarity. He acted in reliance on her naked promises.
Incarceration.
The state of being confined in prison or jail.
Examples:
Mass incarceration. Incarceration rates. The judge sentenced him to 5 years of incarceration for embezzlement.
Meantime.
The interval or period of time between two events, the interim or temporary time period between two actions or stages of something else.
Examples:
Meantime report. For the meantime. In the meantime, while we wait for the results, let's start working on the next project.
Reformer.
A person who makes changes to a system or law to improve it.
Examples:
Education reformer. Catalytic reformer. He is regarded as a passionate social reformer.
Trap.
A piece of equipment or hole for catching animals or people. Verb, to catch animals or people and prevent them from escaping.
Examples:
Set a trap. Trap an animal. The enemy fell right into the trap.